Um, okay. See the dots here? It
Mm-hmm.
means it hasn't gotten here yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So actually um, it's doing an installation. Some of the installations take a while, but it's actually finished processing your data. This, I don't expect you to understand this, but this is all the data. So you have 850 rows or 850 trades.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we go back to the overview, then so you're actually up almost $30 overall.
Really?
Yeah. So
That's actually not a lot that I've made since last time.
no, but if you think about oh, that's true. How much were you up
I
last
think I
time?
was at like 23.
Yeah, okay. All right. All right. Well, that's fine. We're here to figure out why,
Yeah.
what's been going on. Okay, so um the first thing we've looked at expectancy, haven't we?
Uh, maybe.
Or maybe we haven't. So this is interesting. You have 7 different combinations of symbol and trade plan. And
I don't use the top one anymore though.
oh, really?
Yeah, I haven't used that one.
Okay. All right.
Oh
Well,
wait, and I don't use aren't isn't the very bottom one the same as the one that says 4 next to it?
no, because this one says spy.
They both say spy. Look,
No,
spy
no, but
underscore.
on the right. So they're actually 2 different trade plans. See, this one doesn't have a spy on the right.
Oh, okay.
So they're two
So on
different
the left, it's
names.
showing the actual symbol, and then on the
Yes.
right, it's showing the name.
Yes. Right.
Because so I
There's a
just didn't
comma.
put spy in the name.
Right.
Okay.
So they are 2 different trade plans, and you can see one of them you've used 268 times, and the other one only 11.
Yeah, so I don't use that one anymore, the bottom or the top.
Okay. Yeah, that's the thing about the export. You
Mhm.
can get all the data,
Yeah.
all history. So, yeah, there there are ways that we can change this code up here
Mhm.
to filter out things that don't get used often.
Mm.
So like here are the ones that are in the 100
Oh yeah,
of
and
trade.
that one is I'm using the Nasdaq, but the spy's in the name.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's fine. That's just,
Yeah.
that's a bookkeeping thing that you gotta decide, is this dedicated to that symbol or is it more general purpose?
Yeah.
Okay, well, anyway, what I was looking at was the expectancies here. The
Yeah.
funny thing is the extremes are on the ones that don't get used very often. So the one with 8 trades has your highest expectancy and the one with 11 trades has your lowest. Which actually, that if you understand statistics, that makes perfect sense because um, you have to have enough samples of a statistical thing
Yeah.
to have statistical significance.
Yeah.
Meaning, have you run it enough times? Like if you flip a coin 3 times, you can't make any conclusion about how often you're going to get heads or tails.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know it's 50-50, but 3 flips, you could get 3 heads. And then you assume, well, this coin gives me heads every time.
Yeah.
So, you'd have to flip it 1,000 times to
Yeah.
approach 50-50. So it's not surprising that when you have 8 trades or 11 trades, you get an extreme in expectancy. So
Yeah.
that's something important to think about when you're looking at statistics in general is you need to have enough samples to know that what you're looking at has some meaning.
Yeah.
Okay, so rather than look at all the expectancies right now, and by the way, I'll just point out, just like in my testing,
Mhm.
the spy is better than the Qs. I have found that nothing trades as well as the spy in my algorithmic trading. I don't, I've always thought that it's because of the way I'm approaching it.
Yeah.
The
Because my
spy.
Nasdaq has been doing pretty good
Yeah,
for the Qs.
yeah, but it has a very slightly negative expectancy.
Yeah.
So, that's something you can try and tune.
Mhm.
All right. So anyway, let's skip past all the expectancies. Oh, I'm sorry. I did want to add one thing. I added something called risk adjusted expectancies, which is an interesting thing. Um, this way, the expectancy is not, it's not based on, it's not normalized, and it's not based on actual dollars. It's risk adjusted. So depending on how much you put at risk, that is your expectancy. So you've got, you may want to go back to this because I don't know. This seems to be your best performer. Now
Really?
again, with only eight.
But remember that was on the meeting day.
Oh, that was on the FOMC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it's definitely skewing the results. Okay. Yeah. So, but like this you have 0.088. About 0.1 is where you want to shoot for, and 0.2 is great. So this 0.088 is pretty close.
Yeah, to 0.1.
Yeah. Okay. So,
You almost never get 0.9, right?
I mean, that's really, I mean, you know, the two things that go into this are win rate, which these are percentages. So
Yeah.
this is like 41%. See, if you could improve your win rate, you'd really improve your expectancy.
Yeah.
So, because you're under 50%, you're actually doing poorer than a coin flip here.
Yeah.
So that may be the thing to figure out is how do you improve your win rate? But your average winner, average loser ratio that's here you're doing really well because, you know, now, yes, here, this 6.7, you can't hope for that.
Yeah.
Extreme movement. But, you know, this 1.7, 1.6, 1.5, these are great. And so that is the key to these trade plans is if your winner, your average winner is significantly bigger than your average loser over time, you've got a winning trade plan.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get to some of the graphs. So this is how your trades performed over time of day. And again, I'll point out, here's the zero line, and look at how, you know, your worst loser is less than $2. And you have all these winners that go up to 4.
Do you see that? Those two?
Now, these are the ones from FOM.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're great. But, you know, those outliers are what really make the difference.
Yeah.
But, you know, cutting across the zero line, you can see that you've got much more going on above than below.
Yeah.
And that's why you've got a winning trade plan. Okay, and this is the same thing with the different symbols. So we can look at just one or the other. So there's your Qs, and you can see that your Qs are a little bit heavy on the losing side.
Especially closer to today.
Yeah, well, no. These are actually, yeah, I got to fix this. This is time of day. See, this one shows actual times. This one shows numbers. So I got to fix that. But I think what we're going to find is the end of the day is where most of your losses are coming from.
Yeah.
All right. So this is time in a trade versus P&L. So this is how many seconds you're in a trade on the x-axis, and then your profit or loss on the y-axis. So you can see this is the zero line. So you get out of your losers quickly, which is good, and you let your winners run to a certain extent. You know, so
yeah,
that it has the basic shape that you would want to see.
Yeah.
This is the same thing, but you can zoom in. So, you know, we've got some outliers here. So I probably need to just get rid of the one above. But you can see that, you know, you're doing the right thing, cutting the loser short.
Yeah.
Although, you know, you could make the argument that, well, maybe you're cutting them too short and they could have recovered.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's always the thing that you got to figure out.
Yeah.
All right. So
these colors definitely are more opaque than last time.
Yeah. Yeah. So this
Dang, that's really dark.
Yeah, this is hurting you. And
Oh, that's hurting me?
yeah, these are losers.
Hmm.
These are negative, and these are, so this is the result. It is-
Ooh, the version 2 spy is almost as good as the meeting one.
Right, the FOMC.
Yeah, the FOMC.
Yeah, let me see if this one looks any different. Yeah, it does. Okay.
What's the difference between the two charts?
This one I tried to normalize. Did I get it quite right? I'm not sure yet. But this is not normalized.
What are the numbers on the side mean?
These are actual profit or loss in dollars.
Oh, okay.
So, so the magenta side is losers and the green side is winners. And then so here you're killing it. This
Mm-hmm.
is your biggest winner.
I lost like $10 on the version 2. I should look into that.
Yeah. So that's why we're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now, oh, this is it.
That's a big scale.
Yeah. Well, this is all trading, all profits combined based on the time that you entered. So obviously,
So I do good around
well,
230.
no, you do good until 240.
Oh. Oh, and then I start going
Here,
down.
as you enter, you start losing. So, you could consider now. Okay, I'm sorry. I keep interrupting myself, but I just want to point out the FOMC trade would have started at 2 p.m. That's when they
Yeah.
make their announcement. That's when the market really starts moving crazy.
I wish I could get rid of those.
We actually could. I mean, that's like a little special code I'd have to write, but we can definitely do that. I was looking see, mine is much more of a steady climb until 11 a.m. and then a steady decline until the end of the day.
Ooh.
So yeah, but that's good. It's like, that means just stop trading at 11 and it's like
Yeah.
nothing but positive. Yours, it's funny.
Kind of all over the place.
Yeah. So
It goes up and down and
from
up and down.
145 to 155, you're killing it.
Yeah, and that's before 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
And also, that was only one trade, though. But, I mean, it was also like $20.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, obviously you've got a ramp up. It's just not as smooth as I expected it to be.
Yeah.
But, from starting at 9:30 until 155, clearly the odds are in your favor.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. So now here,
Oh, we got the confusing one.
yeah. Well, this isn't necessarily that bad. I mean,
It's just all jumbled.
yeah, it gets harder to read as you have more data. I have so much data it's impossible. But I've also found that you can double click and isolate a single day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. So but what we're looking at here is over the course of a day, each line is that trading day. So like this
Oh, they're not trade plans?
no, not yet. This is P&L by day.
Oh, okay.
So for April 15th, this is what your day looked like.
Was that FOMC?
No, I think this is your FOMC day, which was March 20th. Yeah. So you had this huge spike.
But that means that other day is really good, and that's out. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Now
day's
here's
purple? Yeah.
Yeah, that's April 26th. Now the thing that I'm most interested in is, see, this is another way of looking at this chart where you can actually see over the course of a day, how does the trading go? Because the thing that I really want to know is, like, does it go up for a while and then collapse?
Yeah.
That's how you want to recognize if you've got a trade plan that should only be traded in the morning and you got to turn it off. Here's one.
But that's not going to be steady every day, right?
No, I mean, that's why you kind of have them all over the place. Each one of these lines is a day.
Yeah.
And, some ramp up, some ramp down. But what's interesting I've found is, and we'll get to this later, I have discovered that the early part of the day
Mm.
very often seems to predict what the rest of the day is going to go like, which is really interesting. That means,
Yeah.
if you get a few losers, you can turn it off and not take the rest of the day's losses.
Yeah.
And then if you get winners, just let it run.
Yeah.
So like here, you kind of peaked out around 2:30 in the afternoon, and then it started to lose some of those gains.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we can't spend too much time on each one. All right. So this is by trade plan.
Oh, wow. At once. Oh, wait.
This is your
Yeah.
FOMC, I'm assuming, right? Test candle.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. BNP.
Mm.
What is BNP?
Pattern and break.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So this one, Algo Trade V2, seems to do very nicely until about 1:30-ish.
Yeah.
And then it starts to.
Is that SPY? Yeah, it is.
Well, no. This is for whatever it was traded on. Oh, yeah, okay. But like this is just by trade plan. So if you use the trade plan on Qs or anything else, it'll still go into this one line.
Yeah. So it looks like V1 of NASDAQ and SPY V2 are my best ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I guess because I changed the same thing with the SPY V2 and the Q V2,
Mhm.
but I guess it just doesn't work with the Qs.
Like it's not tuned properly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here, this is just by symbol. So all your combined SPY trades are on this line, and all your
Skyrocketing around two. Well, actually, that's before clock.
yeah before
But
before
2 o'clock.
yeah. Well, but did you enter early and then you just happened to be in the right direction? Because that
Oh yeah, because that has been happening.
yeah. Well,
I mean, on most charts, it shows that, like right before 2 o'clock.
well, yeah. That's what I'm saying is I think you were just lucky and got into a trade that the FOMC announcement took you the right direction.
Yeah.
You were already in it from around 1:30
Yeah.
or 1:45. That's because the profit shows at the point of entry, not at the point of exit. So this is when you entered that trade. Even if you held it all the way till the close.
Yeah.
You still show it here or whatever. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. So the Qs are kind of iffy. You're underwater now. You've been up a little, but you definitely gotta do something to figure out how to make the Qs perform better.
Yeah.
Or abandon them. All right. So this is buy symbol and trade plan. And so let's see. Let's just kind of zip through the rest, rather than trying to come up with something informative about each one. All right, this is by day and by symbol. And see here, we still have time of day is across the bottom of the axis, because that's going to change in a sec. So each line here is a day and a trade plan. And this one.
Oh yeah, because see that proves it. Because it opened before 2 o'clock.
Right.
Wait, but then it skyrocketed before 2 o'clock.
No, I think this means you had two trades that you opened before 2 o'clock, but they may have closed way out here. It's just showing the time of entry and the final P&L. Okay, so each line here is a day with a symbol trading a trade plan. That's why there's so many of them.
But my cyan ones are good. Or my teal ones.
So, all right, so this is date, trade plan, and symbol. Or, no, I'm sorry, date, symbol, and then trade plan. Because you have the trade plan, the symbol on both sides.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right, now here, we're doing it by date. So the x-axis is no longer time of day. Now it's the date. So this is P&L by symbol. So this is phi and this is Q.
So every gap is a week.
Or a weekend. Yeah.
No, it's a week. Because April 7th, April 14th, April 14th.
Oh, every
21st.
gap. I see what you mean by a gap. I thought you were talking about like gaps in the chart.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And this is by trade plan, but again across time. Not time of day, but dates.
Yeah. Wait, what is that? Oh, yeah.
That's your FOMC.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you started trading more consistently the following week, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, this is all commented out. All right, so now here, I find this very useful. This is your trading results as candlesticks. So, as you get more data, this becomes more informative, but this is another way of looking at, is this something that I would want to actually trade on a daily basis?
Yeah.
So, one thing we're looking for is, are there more green candles than red candles?
Yeah.
We're looking for bigger green candles than red candles.
There's definitely bigger ones, but there's less.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's about
50-50. You had a nice cluster here.
Yeah.
The blue line, see the candles have their y-axis here. The blue line has its y-axis here.
Yeah.
So the cumulative P&L of all these candles combined, you're up. You're up like $3. $3.03. Yeah. So that's for Qs using this particular trade plan. So now the other thing that you really want to look for is wicks. You remember what wicks are?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because see, I find it very comforting that like you start out the day around 0 and you finish at the high of the day.
Yeah.
You start out the day around 0 and then you finish at the low of the day. So that tells me that these trade plans trade pretty consistently all day long.
Yeah.
That's great, because if you have these long wicks, then you have no idea, when do I let it go and when do I stop it?
Yeah, I love to see candles without wicks.
Yeah. So see, like that's beautiful. And even this is informative.
Yeah.
So, this day could
Man,
cut
that's
short.
a huge skyrocket.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, there may be a dozen trades in here.
Yeah.
But still, it's like over time, from the open to the close, it just continued up. See, these are the kinds of days that are no good. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know, is it performing well or isn't? Here's another one like that. That's your FOMC trade plan.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is a histogram that shows, this basically shows you skew, like, do you have a lot of winning trades or a lot of losing trades? This is the 0 line. So you actually have more losers overall. But they're small and you have a long tail here, even all the way out to here. So, the winners overall.
Yeah, my biggest loser is less than $2.
Right.
Or less than -$2.
Yeah. Well, it's a loser, so it's $2. All right. So now evaluate transactions. Here, this is the new stuff I've created. So let's see if we can figure this out. We're trying to follow the path of actually, let's not look at this one. This one's still under development.
Under construction.
Okay.
Was this tactics or exit tactics?
Yeah.
Or position tactics?
Yeah. So basically what we've got is I don't see your entries. I gotta look into this.
I don't think I have an entry tactic.
Well, you have something. Something gets you in. So, I mean, I don't.
Oh, it's a candle.
Candle break?
Yeah.
Or
candle, just the candle pattern.
Candle pattern.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
It's just 3. Well, for some
Okay.
of it's 3, some of it's 1, 2 down, 2 up, I think.
Right. Okay. So you're basically doing the same kind of thing I am, which
Yeah.
maybe is not the best, but I'm more focused on the exits than the. So anyway, yeah, there should be. See, here's manual entries,
Mm-hmm.
and there should be other entries here too. But instead, this is starting at grab sense 1. So this is the flow from. Yeah, yours is strangely simple. I guess what this shows us. Okay, this actually tells us something informative here. You have grab sense 1 moving when I try and point that.
Yeah.
You have 225 trades where you hit the first grab sense target and then you exited on the candle trail. See that? The source is grab sense 1, the target is candle trail.
Yeah.
So that means your trade plan went from entering, which is not shown here, to your first grab sense target and then to candle trail.
Mm-hmm.
You have 10 that went from grab sense to flatten, which I think means the trading day was ending. And then it was going to flatten. And then you have, I don't know. I think these are the same. Either that or you hit flatten. I'm not sure what the difference
I think I accidentally did that one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. You flatten 2 things?
Yeah. Or some, I don't know how many it was, but I think I did accidentally click flatten.
Okay. And these are your FOMC trades where you had either you had 5 or you've had 5 manual entries. And it looks like 3 of them you exited manually and 2 of them
I got stopped out. Or
no, flattened like the day was ending or you hit flatten. Anyway, what we can learn from this is you might be able to do better by adding another grab sense. See, if you look at mine, which I'm not showing at the moment. Oh, actually, nah, it's too much work to show it now. But mine are. See, I don't know if I'm right about this. I was just thinking, if you took another target before letting the candle trail take you out, you might lock in more profit. I mean, the thing is, if you hit the first grab sense target and then it just keeps going, then the candle trail is doing great.
Yeah.
But if you hit the grab sense and then it turns around and comes back, or goes far enough where it would have hit another target, but it didn't, and then the candle trail takes you out, then you're leaving money on the table.
Yeah.
The question is, I don't know which it is, but you might want to try another version that has a second target and compare the two.
Yeah.
See which one does better.
All right.
And I think what's not shown here is the number of trades that enter and then hit the candle trail or loss limit or something else. Because you have a loss limit, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, this diagram still needs some work because it's missing some things.
I think my loss limit is like 250 or something like that.
What is 250?
My loss limit.
Loss limit. Okay. Yeah, but the question is, how many trades? Do you remember how many?
Well, it was like 850 on the dot, I think, or 849 or something.
Okay. So then if we're only seeing 225 here plus another 10, yeah, so we're missing a whole bunch.
Yeah.
So yeah, I need to improve this to see all your trades because there's a whole bunch that are not hitting grab sense one, which means they're hitting loss limit or they're hitting candle trail.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, it's somewhat enlightening.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
this is a weird one.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is still under development. I don't think there's anything very useful on here. All right, so these are some plots where I'm trying to figure out how your different exit tactics are doing. So you can see that you have a lot of profit from your this name is yeah. So I think these may be your FOMC trades, right?
Yeah.
All these were automated. So your candle trail has a lot of positive exits. There are some here that were, stop outs, like your entry didn't work out. You got stopped out. So these are stopping out, these are flattening.
Yeah.
This is P&L versus time to first target in seconds. So this tells you how long it took to hit your first target and then how your P&L worked out after that. So
usually the shorter it took, the better.
See, this line is a regression line. Yeah. Well, it's called a regression line. It's like it's trying to
average it out. Yeah.
I'm a statistics guru.
I'm learning about it.
Yeah. Okay.
I love statistics.
Yeah. Great. So anyway, that is actually showing you that theoretically, the longer it takes you to get to your target, the greater your overall P&L. But there's a lot of things over here that say otherwise.
Yeah.
All right. So realized P&L versus targets hit. So see here, this is why I think you may be leaving money on the table. You have one target hit in and nothing else.
Oh yeah, look. Well, wait. Why is it 0.2 and
because it doesn't know
that because it's such a small scale?
Yeah, it's just we only have integer targets hit and you only have one as your max, so it just it just fills in the full chart.
Yeah.
All right, so here time to first target realize by exit tactic. Okay, so here's a manual exit. Here's the flatten, here's the candle trail, and here's, I got to figure out what's the difference between flatten plane and flatten. I think I don't know, they're not the same because actually this flatten plan might be manual and this is at the end of the day kind of thing.
Maybe.
All right, so candle trail is the one that is most interesting. Now, the great thing, okay, I think this kind of answers the question. These are the ones where you entered and the candle trail's what took you out of the loss.
Yeah.
So it went the wrong way. But for the most part, once you get past that, you've got winners. Candle trail is actually just locking in a bigger gain. But I do think that there's an opportunity to add a second target and maybe increase your overall performance. Because see, there's more cluster here with a small gain than there are out here where the candle trail just ran.
Yeah.
So I think a second target might improve your overall result.
All right.
But what I would suggest is make a second version that has a second target and run them both at the same time.
And see which one has better results.
Yeah. All right. And then this is, I was trying to figure out, is the beginning of the day going to tell us about the rest of the day?
Yeah.
You don't have a whole lot of data here to judge on, but basically what I'm looking for is, this is the early P&L and this is the total P&L. So what I'm looking for is a diagonal like that says, if it starts out with a small positive, it's going to end up with a bigger positive. And if it starts out with a little negative, it's going to end up with a bigger negative. We do kind of see that.
Yeah.
So the early trades do kind of indicate how the whole day is going to go. And this is another way to look at it. And this is, I'm using different ways of evaluating, was it a winning day? Was the early part winning or losing?
Yeah.
And then you can see the correlations here. Now, a 1.0 correlation means that the early part filled the entire day. So it was exactly right because the early part was the whole result.
Yeah.
So all of these that are like 0.9 something are probably misleading. I need to figure out how to get more accurate with that. But I would bet that these in the 0.8 and 0.7 area, these are legitimate. So you can see that, like, if you start out with 5 winners, or if even 1 or 2 winners, that tends to indicate you're going to have a winning day.
Yeah.
So anyway, these are all areas for more exploration.
Let's see another area.
I think, no, these are commented out. I think we may be at the end of all the data. Yeah, this is, I'm trying to make it so you can talk to ChatGPT and ask it questions, but that's not quite done yet. Yeah, okay, we're done. So anyway, I hope that was interesting and informative.
Yeah, actually, I like to look at data, and it's helpful with my trading too.
Yeah, that's the idea. So now you have a plan for what to do. Okay. All right, cool.
Coolio.
See you later.
See ya.